Boy, KAHUKX, Forget You. Both very talented artists. I know this has been a release that's been very hyped up. KAHUKX on a very hot streak straight out the gate, and BALLY Boy very respected and kind of establishing his name at this point. So see what they bring.
I can say that I love you. Gotta keep that green whip on my side, and I'll never forget you. I'll put your name on my favorite night. It was my
We got some gangster shit. Man said, I'll put your name on my favorite secondary weapon. Yeah? Because when I go to the firing range, I want to think of you.
I'll put your name on my favorite night.
That's such a cold lyric. He's never done that for real, but that's such a cold lyric.
It was what it was, but I want much more. Born on the road, baby, stuck in this war.
I can't lie, if a Don turns up outside my house, I'm just thinking about how I'm wording this sentence now. If a girl turns up outside my house and starts singing like this, can't lie, I'm shutting the window. No, we're not doing this High School Musical Romeo and Juliet business. Go home. It's cold outside. The Uber's waiting. You set the Uber destination to the house and then straight back home. Just get back in. Your boss man's wasting petrol right now. Yeah? Don't do this. Don't do it.
I'm still receiving your missed calls. They said that love is a drug, and I can see clearly you're having withdrawals. So we always do this, I'm clueless.
Oh, I like the way that transitions. I like it because I didn't expect KAHUKX to come in there. I expected BALLY Boy to keep going, but they've left this gap in there. So is that all of the hook? Or is because that sounded like the hook and then the start of BALLY Boy's verse. But it sounds like they're gonna interchange. I like that. That was cool.
So we always do this, I'm clueless, and I fucking prove it like my brain. I believe that distributed, I'ma do that just to buy you shoes and maybe love you, God knows. I know he knows I want you pronto. I know we know, you know I got you. Said I want you pronto, now fuck that, guess I'm in my feels. Still out trying to get that bread, so sorry baby, we can't make it real. Said I won't, but I probably will. Text you when I'm blurred on pills. Cause this life we live in was put no giving, still chasing these paper bills. I can say that.
It's that classic, this is that gangster shit, and I'm trying to do the romance thing. I'm trying.
Cause this life we live in was put no giving, still chasing these paper bills. I can say that I love you.
It's very, very radio mainstream friendly. I thought it was gonna be a little bit more, have a little bit more personality than it does. Just a little bit. I'm not mad at this track, but these are two artists I very, very highly respect right now. And it just feels a little bit too friendly. If that's the way I'm going to describe it. I know the subject matter of what they're talking about is what it is, but sonically, and again, that doesn't mean it needs to be hard drill talking about chinging down ops and all of that, because equally there's a side of that I dislike as well. But it feels a touch friendly. That's the way I'm going to describe it. That's a cold lyric though. Okay, so that is the hook then.
I know that it's hard cause you say that you love me, but you look so pretty with my lifestyle ugly. I can't say I love you, but I love when you say that you trust me.
I can't say that I love you, but I love when you say that you trust me.
My lifestyle ugly. I can't say I love you, but I love when you say that you trust me. Say the lifestyle ugly.
Yeah, love that. Love the fact, because I was just thinking that in my head. It's BALLY Boy and KAHUKX. It's not BALLY Boy featuring KAHUKX. So I want to hear a bit more than just one verse. I was going to say that if BALLY Boy just ended his verse with no more KAHUKX, but I like the fact that he's now included.
Yeah, I know that it's hard because you say that you love me, but you look so pretty with my lifestyle ugly. I can't say I love you, but I love when you say that you trust me. Say the lost are ugly. Oh, we make it look good. They're gonna find out we ain't halfway crooks. That's why I made more in the street than books.
I like KAHUKX's. It's the way he can drag out certain syllables and then just land in the pocket by the end of the bar. I really, really like the flow that he brings on different tracks. He's done that.
Go back from a trip. Gotta clean this wood. She impressed them books. Just go back from a trip. Gotta clean this wood.
You gotta clean your what, big man? Is this a Manscaped advert?
She impressed by the way that I dress by trust. I don't do it for looks. I don't do it for looks. Run, look, get took. Fuck that, get cooked. Don't do it for looks. We go, we took, and still ain't doing the shit that we should. I can say that I love.
I like that. I like that. That's bad. That was nice. That.
Gotta keep that green whip on my soul, and I'll never forget you.
I'm gonna talk about this at my thoughts at the end, but there is one huge issue with this track that I personally have, and I'll talk about that in a minute.
It was what it was, but I want much more. Born on the road, baby, stuck in this war.
That electric guitar over the top's nice.
They say that love is a drug, and I can see clearly you're having withdrawals.
Shout out to the boys on that one. Just want to very quickly see. Yeah, Beats with Chef. Shout out Chef. I thought they produced that. This isn't a bad track in any way, shape or form. I actually like it in some ways, but I am slightly disappointed. Reason for that is, let's look at who this track is made for, right? This track is made, from what I'm understanding, a more mainstream audience to try and drag more casual listeners in. This isn't made for the rude boy. This isn't made for the people who are deep in the culture. This isn't made for those people. Now, if people like that, then there's nothing wrong with that, and I'm sure as the artist, as everyone part of this project, they want as many people to enjoy it and listen to it, etc, etc. That kind of goes without saying. That's a very generic thing to say, but I feel like this kind of track is aimed at a more casual audience. The problem is that the subject matter of this song is very, very of a certain culture. It is very, very dark, the subject matter, but because we've glamorized it and made it sound pretty and all of that, I feel like that we're twisting lines a bit. I don't know if I'm making sense. Let me go a little bit deeper. And that's not to say that you can't have dark subject matter in popular music. I mean, pop music is often based off of some very dark subject. I mean, Billie Eilish, Adele's, we're going through all sorts of different issues that can be very dark, and street life and street culture isn't the only thing that can have a negative subject matter, let's say. I mean, I'm not being funny. Most of the pop music that we have is dominated off of negative emotion, but still, bringing it back to this isn't pop music, but it is aiming to be the popular version of drill. It's taking the drill formula and it's making it this pretty version. The UK equivalent, I would say, is Central C. Now, I don't hate Central C. I don't inherently dislike everything that he does. But if we look at the target audience that he is going for, it contradicts with what he's saying in the music. The reason for this is now you've got middle-class white people, and I'm saying this as a white man myself, you've got middle-class white people as a stereotype now singing lyrics such as, I'll put your name on my favorite 9. 99.9% of middle-class white suburbia is not holding 9s. Do you get where I'm trying to link this in now? Now, this isn't just this track that's done this. There are many tracks, and I feel like this is just an example of it, and hence why I'm bringing this up now. Am I diving too deep into the thought process of this, and can you just enjoy the track? Because, well, no, I know you can just enjoy the track, but as a music head, I have an issue with all of our music going this way. I don't mind the odd tracks here and there. There's nothing wrong with BALLY doing this, or KAHUKX doing this, or his management, or anyone who's part of this. There's nothing wrong with them doing this. But as a culture, are we watering down what we have spent so long in building up? Now, again, I might have gone down a complete rabbit hole, and maybe I need a whole hour podcast to talk about this as opposed to a fucking 5-minute discussion at the end of here. But can you see where I'm coming from? Or am I just thinking way too deep into it and it's just not that deep? It'd be interesting to have a conversation because, yeah, you're appealing to the masses, yet the masses aren't going to physically relate to a lot of the things you're talking about. And again, not everything has to relate, not everything has to be that. And again, I listen to certain music that I obviously don't live that lifestyle, but I would like to say I understand the level of the culture at the very least. Sandra, 45, from middle class Melbourne, East Melbourne, isn't going to relate to this, but when she hears it on the radio, she might like it. Is there an issue in that? That's just the question I'm going to put out there. I'll let you, man, say what you want to say. Maybe I'm capping, maybe I'm just bugging today and I've used the wrong example to talk about this, but it's been something I've been thinking about recently, not just with Australian music, with UK music in particular as well. And yeah, I'd just be interested to see what your thoughts are. As for this track, shout out to everyone who's part of the team. It's a very clean track. I like the fact that BALLY and KAHUKX bounce off each other. It's not a bad track, and maybe I'll grow into it a lot more as time goes on as well. I'm just a little bit disappointed because it feels a little bit watered down compared to what I would expect to have heard from these two.